Hey Fish Fam, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master. I'm here with my brother, and the Mana Traders Open is coming up, and it's Legacy. The format's Legacy. I gotta dive right in, and what a better deck to dive in it with Merfolk, of course. What else would I play on this channel? So, I haven't played Legacy in quite a damn long time. The last time we played was with the combo deck. I want to try out the non-combo deck. I know that's had a lot of success, but I want to try something very radically different because there is a lot of pieces of traditional Legacy decks with Cursecatcher and True-Name Nemesis and Chalice of the Void. I want to scrap these things, take it into a new direction. And if you love watching Merfolk in all formats, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, we are streamers. So if you want to catch the show live, if you want to watch the gameplay as it's happening, you want to be part of that, the chat, where they can say hi to YouTube and stuff like that, you're going to want to come down. So check out my stream schedule in the description below. Before we get into our deck tech, we are going to thank our sponsors, starting with themanabase.com and the article site with podcasts on Commander, MTG Arena, content on Standard, Modern, and more. The Mana Base is your home base for everything Magic the Gathering. And Mana Traders, the premier place for you to rent cards online. Where do you think I got the True-Name? Where do you think I got the Force of Will? Got it from Mana Traders, and you can support the channel by subscribing to their service with my link in the description below, or you can sign up with my coupon code Nikachu to get 20% off your first 3 months. We'd like to thank Mana Traders for being our sponsor. And I'd like to thank a patron raising their pledge on Patreon. I'd like to very much thank very much like to thank Grim Ducky. Thank you very much for raising your pledge on Patreon. So here's the list. So first few questions out of the gate, everyone's like, where's Cursecatcher, where's Chalice of the Void, where's True-Name Nemesis? So I got a 5-0 with this list something like 2 years ago. Something similar to this, not exactly like this. 2 year, huh?
And the metagame hasn't evolved a bit.
Well, it's evolved a lot. But I knew even back then, Cursecatcher lost a lot of ground. It was just not doing anything. Eventually, in the late game, it just becomes it's literally just a 1/1 creature, cannot do anything. We're replacing it with Cozy's Trickster. Now, it could, if I top deck it, it's still going to be a 1/1 creature. But going into the long game, very likely Cozy's Trickster is going to be bigger than this. You know, if you're a deck playing with Stoneforge Mystic, Knight of the Reliquary, which I saw last time, Knight of the Reliquary, fetch lands even by turn 3 or higher, turn 3 or later, will improve the power and toughness on Cozy's Trickster. Lands will buff up Cozy's Trickster for sure because they play with things like crop rotation. Anyway, there's not a lot of good stuff in the 1-drop slot. I think Cozy's Trickster is our best bet. Maybe the next one is Mistcaller, but given the feedback from chat and Tuxdev in the here, doesn't look like Mistcaller is good enough in the metagame. So I'm going to try out Cozy's Trickster. What else? No Chalice of the Void, because it is a bullshit card. I really don't like, as we saw when I was playing with the combo deck, there was only 1 out of 5 of my matchups Chalice of the Void was playable. And I don't even know if it was that good against the Delver deck. There's so many games that evolve where they get this turn 1 Delver out, and they can still play Daze and Force of Will and Tarmogoyf and Dreadhorde Arcanist. I don't know if Chalice on 1 is where it used to be. So I'm actually I'm not going to say I'm going to completely ignore the Delver matchup, but really I don't want to put my focus on it. Screw it. I want to just focus on other matchups. And lastly, no True-Name Nemesis. Even 2 years ago, I really didn't like True-Name Nemesis at all, honestly. Yeah, it has its moments when the opponent has like a board full of creatures. Ideally, I hope I'm just going to lure them out before they even get their game going. And like, if your opponent plays Show and Tell, the thing I want to put in play was never a True-Name Nemesis. It was just like another Lord, because if they put Emrakul in play, I just kill you next turn. Like, that's all I need. I just need more Lords, and that would give me victory. So, yeah, I'm not playing with True-Name Nemesis. I always found it was a very clunky card to get in play. And then even if I did, it wasn't even invincible. Yeah, you have protection from the player, but they can still edict it. They can play Plague Engineer. It's not as invincible as it looks, and it's slow. If they kill your Lords and let True-Name Nemesis live, there's a lot of decks that can race you, including the Delver deck. So anyway, I'm scrapping that damn thing. Well, so what direction do I want to go? I want to attack the graveyard. I want to be relatively mana efficient, and I want to play with as many lords as possible. I honestly I want to play with like Phantasmal Image in here so I can copy more lords, and especially once we copy Mirror Regery, we can start like tapping a lot of things down. But I hope Trickster and Regery are going to be enough to clear the way for our creatures, because we don't have Island Walk, not all the time anyway. And hopefully Smuggler's Copter is also going to play a role in getting in some good evasive damage, steady damage, helping us grind through our deck and find the good stuff. And maybe you can randomly block Delver, I don't know. We'll see what happens with Smuggler's Copter. So, looking forward to playing something like this. Relic of Progenitus, I'm hoping is going to do very well. I really want to play with some main deck relics. I think it's going to be good against Delver. It looks like a lot of decks are utilizing the graveyard, is basically what I'm saying. I heard there's a lot of Uro decks, so I want to try out Relic of Progenitus. And worst case scenario, you can cycle the card. Just cycle it, get something else. It's not going to be like a bad main deck card. It's going to be playable basically against anything. Now, for the sideboard, I want to play with more 1-mana interaction, Spell Pierce. I originally had this in the main deck, but chat convinced me to put it in the sideboard, particularly Tuxdev. The point of Spell Pierce is just a reliable counterspell. I wouldn't say that I want to play this to counter like a Show and Tell or like the big spell. Honestly, I just want to hit the Brainstorm. I want to hit the turn 1 Ponder. I want to hit the turn 1 Mana Rock or something like that. I want to hit something early, and hopefully they stumble enough early on in the game that I can get a big advantage early on in the game. Boomerang for the lands deck. You can bounce Ensnaring Bridge with this, but you can also bounce actual lands. Bounce Tabernacle, bounce Maze of Ith, bounce Dark Depths in response to them targeting it with something. So Boomerang, I hope is very useful. Back to Basics apparently is one of the better cards against lands, so hey, anything that can beat lands, I'm all for it. I don't love this card in general because I think it locks me out of the game very often, but I don't beat lands very much. I lose to lands relentlessly, so if there's a card that can help me beat that deck, then I'll take it. Lands is my personal weakness. If you have no problem against lands, do whatever you want. I lose to lands all the time. I'm going to play Back to Basics.
Tabernacle is $4,000.
Tabernacle is $4,000. So we're playing Grafdigger's Cage apparently for Muxus, if I remember. That's the point. And one more relic in the sideboard to hit those graveyards, hit those Uros, hit those Dreadhorde Arcanist decks, and for Dismember. So apparently this is the card I should probably have in the main deck. Screw it. I don't want this thing in my main deck. If it's I could be wrong. This could be a way more creature-centric format than I realized. I'm gonna look my if this main deck sucks, I could put a Dismember in. So anyway, I'm pretty excited to try out Legacy Merfolk today. So let us get into our into our Legacy League. We won the die roll. Hand is not that impressive. Let's keep it. I don't like that we have so many 1-drops in our deck and we didn't get a 1-drop. Like, that's the point of jamming the relics and all that other shit in there so that we have like a relatively mana efficient deck. Yeah, banned from I was literally banned from playing Pokemon
Because he was too good.
Oh, just in case, just to give the chat, like, because I edit out everything before, there was a we were talking about, I hope you're not streaming. I am. I am. So anyway, like we were just talking about a user named Pendragon went 5-0 with a Bant Merfolk list, and my brother said there was a LGS in our city called Pendragon, and what they ended up doing when I was like 13, 14 years old, I think I was 13, and anyway, I'm winning. I'm winning like almost all the tournaments because it's Super Pony Town. I mean, this is the age of, this is Pony Capital or whatever. Little kids and their parents are not very good Pokemon players. So what they end up doing is I'm winning the tournaments and some other teenagers are winning the tournaments. So they banned anyone above the age of 12 from playing in their events. And that's it. I never went back to that store fucking again until they just recently retired. I've nothing, well, whatever. I talked about it with some other people somewhat recently in the last few years, and they said, yeah, apparently the owner made major contributions to the tabletop in Winnipeg, like tabletop events and Magic events. So apparently they made it, the owner was actually a really good positive influence, but every so often made like some very questionable business decisions. So that was a weird one. I have no idea, Monster CC, but my 13-year-old self could not tell the difference. They basically said, can't play anymore, so fuck it, I'm gone. That's, oh well. Those little kids were fucking cheaters anyway.
He was like once in, I think, the top 30 of all of Canada.
Top 30 of Canada, sure, but I was in top 100. Oh, what do I do here? I guess tap the Swift Spear, because they have to have Bolt. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Oh, okay, that's fine, I guess. Well, maybe this is gonna be a good matchup, because, like, I don't know, Burn.
What does Burn get in Legacy that they don't have in Modern? Why is he here?
They have some really powerful. They have Fire Blast. They can sacrifice 2 mountains, deal 4 damage to any target. They've got Price of Progress, which is 2 mana. You deal 2 damage. I think I don't know if it's each player or each opponent gets dealt 2 damage for each non-basic land you control.
Everybody's saying, "Man, why don't we have Chalice?"
If only we had it's not always that good. They can Fire Blast you. That costs 6 mana. Anyway, I'm gonna block. Let's keep our life total as high as possible. Is this Legacy or Modern? I can't tell. Neither can I. I'm just gonna take the mana efficient play and play Rejury. Hopefully Rejury lives.
National championships? Nah.
Did you ever get into the Pokemon National Championship or Provincials? I don't think we ever ran Provincial Championships. And I definitely never played in the National Championships. I knew they existed, but I never played in them. I saw the list, they were all crap.
You did play a tournament in Florida, though.
Price of Progress, here it is, see? Well, that's great. I mean, unless our opponent has Fire Blast for this Rejury, we're going to have a pretty good turn next turn. Because, like, Rejury lives. That does not target creatures. Our life total is... Go on, Island. Island, and that's the nut draw. Island.
Ooh.
There it is. Okay, let's roll them out! Let's get to business, people. We're going to lay the business. Chalice is most definitely not good in 2020. Like, that's the point. Yeah, we're not running Chalice. Like, we're probably going to beat our opponent, even though we don't have Chalice. And I guess we can...
You're going to attack with Muty.
If I attack for 4 and then activate... Yeah, I have more than enough damage. I'm just going to play Smuggler's Copter to use it to block the Swift Spear, if I can. I'll attack for 4. I still have lethal with Master of the Pearl Trident and this Mutavault and everything else. Like, Smuggler's Copter is worth losing, I would say. Played 5 matches yesterday, and Chalice would have worked against exactly 0 of them. Yes! So why do we keep playing with those cards? Okay, we can still randomly die here. Bolt, Bolt, Fire Blast. Oh, it's not lethal. That's only 10 damage. Alright, that's good. Please don't have a 3rd land, and have a 3rd Bolt, and the Fire Blast. So my plan is snap block this thing. I think our opponent has to interact with the board. Like, look, they're 4/4s. That island was so good. So good. It's funny how this is worded. Does this matter? Price of Progress deals damage to each player equal to twice the number of non-basic lands that player controls. Like, why not just say it deals 2 damage per non-basic land? Is that relevant? Yeah, we're going to snap block with the Copter.
He did some
Goblin Guide. And
a
also
Rift
suspending a Rift Bolt. That's not going to be it. Okay, that's it. It's over. I will play Master of the Pearl Trident. I think just playing one of these is fine. Then we're out of Fire Blast range too. Okay, let's see if Fire Blast happens. Because you have to Fire Blast one of these creatures, like, right now.
more lands. He's severely behind.
Ben the Bear. So I probably missed the explanation, but why no True-Name or Chalice? Because Chalice is not good against anything anymore, like nothing, and True-Name I think is very clunky.
2, 1.
Yeah, this is a completely different strategy. In the past, like I would get True-Name out, and then I would only win with True-Name if it was never removed, which by the way, it still can. You know, if Plague Engineer is a thing. There is a Fire Blast of the. I knew it. I knew it. Okay, so we lose.
That's so risky.
Wow.
Now he's got.
Okay, so now what I can do is I'm not attacking for lethal. So there is something coming off suspend. The most damage they can deal with 1 mana is 3, so I go down to 8. There's a Rift Bolt, so I go down to. I go to 8. I go to 5, so I just need to block one of these. I guess I just attack with everything.
Why didn't you crew the copter with?
I'm going to use it to block, because I have to crew it. I don't have lethal here. They can just block, take 8. Sorry, take 11. Maybe I should leave one more thing up. I don't know. So I'm going to use this copter to block something. I could do a safe poke. I don't think there's anything. I don't think there's any other way I can lose though. Or I guess I'm not even going to crew the copter. I'm literally just going to chump block with. If they let me go to blockers, I'll just block with Master of the Pearl Trident. Because if I crew the copter, then I risk, I don't know, I guess them lightning bolting the smuggler's copter and then killing me.
3, 2, 1. There.
Oh yeah, you know what? I keep on forgetting that I can crew in response to removal. That's a really good point. Kiosk, that's really good. And I have to keep remembering this. Alright, what do we want? We want Spell Pierce. We want... That's it. What's crappy in here? Relic. It's actually easy sideboarding.
Westland on 2 months.
It's Westland. Subscribe tier 1. They've been subscribed for 2 months. Thank you for continuing to join the wave. Oh, there's no... I don't understand why, but Streamlabs OBS doesn't let me, like, replay the... resubs if it was like no, subscribe to tier 1. They paid money. Okay, I'm on the draw. Harbinger's pretty good. Honestly, I don't want to lose anything. I guess Cozy sucks. Like, they don't have any fetch lands, right? Because there's a lot of resubs that well, what can I tell you? Like on Streamlabs OBS, I have the option. I can like, I can show like, look at this. Ambient is now following. I have the ability to replay it. I like replaying them, especially when someone subs. But if it's a resub, I can't do it. It's not showing up in the feed, in the mini feed. Maybe it's something I have to, in the options, I have to add. I should make a note about that.
We were supposed to make a note about that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I know. I suck. I suck at notes. This hand is fine. Hopefully our Ether Vial doesn't get blown up on turn 1.
You bought that
or turn 2.
You bought that fancy iPad thing for notes.
Here comes Swiftspear. I will say True-Name Nemesis is pretty good in this matchup. I will say that. True-Name is actually pretty decent in this matchup. I like Silvergill Adept because that's just something that I can throw to death. Tuxdev loves this hand. Been a long time since the whir action, yeah.
Salute. Salute.
So anyway, it's Westland. Thank you for continuing to join riding the wave.
There he goes.
This must be Eidolon. No Eidolon. Whoa. What does that mean? I'm a bit suspicious. I guess Searing Blood, maybe? I'm gonna pass. I can burn a turn here. Is this modern? No, it's not modern.
He had the LOL emote.
It could be Searing Blood, yeah. If I can play around Searing Blood, I will.
Salute came out of the chair.
Ooh, I like this. Look at the patience between both of us. Patience City.
Oh, yeah.
That is a nice one. All right, let's start with Merfolk. Lord of Atlantis, I guess. Honestly, even with Chalice and Force, I felt like the matchup against Fast Combo was super bad. Well, fuck you, Cozy Strix. You're late. I'm not gonna... Anyway, I'm not gonna be vulnerable. That's pretty annoying.
Oof. That's a lot of mana for a burn player.
Flooding out.
Nope, that was for you.
Trickster's also flat out Merfolk of the Pearl Trident. Can't be countered. Deals 2 damage to each creature and each player. Alright. We get 1 for 1 because the Silver Gill Adept still counted as a creature. But at least it's going to target the Swift Spear. Didn't affect our lords. Well, I guess I got to play around that. How many Volcanic Fallouts do you have?
Anyone know what the price of a Legacy deck is online? Oh, about $1 million.
Depends what you want to play. Some of them are $1 million. Don't have the mana to hold up Trickster, so I won't just yet. I'm going to try to get some value out of this Spell Pierce. Would you say Cozy's Trickster could see play in Modern if we get another low Blood Moon / high fetch line meta? Maybe. Our opponent seems to have like a really bad hand here. I might use Trickster as like a speed bump. Is $600 the median? Again, depends.
$600 just for one
Red
card.
Elemental Blast. Well, this Spell Pierce is getting really bad really quickly.
Might as well use it.
No, not really. Well, the good news is our life total is pretty high, but they might have like a bunch of... Let's say they have 2 blasts in hand. Okay, I'm gonna put the pedal. I'm gonna attack with this Mutavault this next turn, and then I can play Cozy's Trickster.
I'll go to hell.
This is not the end of the world. But I am running out of resources now.
We need more resources.
Yeah, more resources. I guess I shouldn't do this beforehand, but whatever. So I'm going to attack for 3.
Additional pylons are required.
They might have a pretty good control hand here.
Or they're just top decking like crazy.
Online, the price is very reasonable. Yeah, online, like, Legacy is not that expensive. Well, they're flooding out, but I wish I got to use my Spell Pierce against, like, you know, something.
You get to use it right now. Let them pay the extra 1. Why not?
Another one? Okay, that's fine. I was concerned about Volcanic Fallout. Okay, what is this going to be? So, if you Fire Blast me, I go to 2. Let's say let's say you just use a Bolt. That's 6 damage, I go to 3, and any burn spell kills me. I think I got it. I'm just going to risk it. I'm just going to hope the next card is a dud.
dead.
Yeah, Fire Blast.
He's empty-handed though. Top deck mode.
Yes, I mean that's the point. Okay, so I go because I need some way of winning the game, so I'm going to use these creatures. I would really like to top deck a Lord now. That would be the best. So I need to hope my opponent like top decks a creature or a land. Land is
Silvergale into Lord.
Silvergale into Lord would be perfect. That is a good one. So I can pretty freely attack.
No bolt or nothing stupid. Come on. Okay. Shoop.
It would also go to show how well Chalice I guess could work in this.
3.
Eidolon? Okay, Eidolon. Eidolon has to chump block largest thing. So one Lord wins. But I also have to attack completely all out. Any prowess creature would kill me.
Come on! At least it'll get the thing off the table. You'll have to block.
Okay, so there's other options. I can attack with the Trickster and the Mutavault. And if they take the damage, then Eidolon kills them. If they draw any spell, they can just suicide the Eidolon away, I guess. Oh, it's snap attack already. Unless our opponent thinks that they have to block Master of the Pearl Trident. But what they can do is they can block Trickster. Or I can attack with Mutavault, Trickster, and Cozy. That also forces a block. And then I have Master of the Pearl Trident to at least block a Goblin Guide if it ever comes up. No, we don't lose to everything, Tuckstep. If I go all out and they play Goblin Guide, I lose. Or they play Swift Spear, I lose. But I can attack with 3 things. I very clearly can play around another creature. If I attack with Mutavault, Trickster, and Cozy's Trickster, this is a very big difference between attacking all out. We definitely can't do that. So we have options.
You go to game 3 though.
What is the best way of doing it? How much damage is this? It's 2, 3, 4, 7. So I definitely don't want to attack with this. I guess. I'm just going to attack with the Mutavault. And we can counter Riftbolt, actually. If they top deck Riftbolt, we beat that. So that's good. So this is 8 damage. So there has to be a chump block here. And if they go all out, if they find Goblin Guide and go all out, we win. If they find Riftbolt, we win. If they find Eidolon or Goblin Guide or Swift Spear, we win. If they find Volcanic Fallout, we lose. Oh, Volcanic Fallout. Yeah, but I can't play around that very well because I can't threaten lethal here.
3.
Because like Mutavault can play around. That's what it's called, Volcanic Fallout. But it's an instant speed card. No, it's instant speed, so it'd still kill us. We can't play around that. Fallout wouldn't be a draw. See, they go to 3. So now if they play Goblin Guide, I can chump block. Alright, let's hope. I don't know what I'm hoping for. Okay, just don't draw a burn spell. Oh, you know what I'm not playing around? I'm not playing around Red Elemental Blast. Oh, they drew a land. Alright, we got it. Yeah, they have to. Yeah, I forced our opponent to block there. One time, deck. Oh, they haven't drawn. No, they haven't drawn for the turn. Whatever. Okay, so I thought it was over. Now I'm all tense again. They're doing a ritual right now. I don't want to draw
Well, you can
Rift
always-
Bolt. You don't want to draw a Rift Bolt, that's for sure. Unfortunately, Red Elemental Blast is live.
Either way, it's nice to play against you.
Yeah.
What a nice opponent.
Oh, crap for them. Alright, they drew a land. We did it. I don't... So now there's... So actually, holding Mutavault back does something, but I don't force my opponent to win, right? Hold on. I'm trying to think. Because here's the deal. If I attack for 7... There's another line here. If I attack for 7... If my opponent doesn't block with Eidolon, they're at 1 and they cannot play any spells anymore, which means my Mutavault, which I left untapped, can still block Eidolon if necessary. Like, what I'm trying to say is, like, if they have Red Elemental Blast, they can't play it pre-combat to buff their Swift Spear, and they can't play Red Elemental Blast on the Mutavault to use it as a removal spell. So actually, maybe the best of all the best lines was actually attack with Master of the Pearl Trident, Cozy's Trickster, and Merfolk Trickster. Maybe they block here, take 5, go to 3, and no, but that's still it. And if they play Goblin Guide and all-out attack, I still block and I still have lethal. I still have 3 damage here. So it's very interesting because if I leave Mutavault up, I can play around a Red Elemental Blast from here. And if my opponent takes 7 damage, they're at 1, and they cannot play Red Elemental damage pre-combat to make Swiftspear a 2-power creature to kill us. Because in this situation, Red Elemental Blast wins. They just blast Master of the Pearl Trident and we lose. So anyway, land top. So anyway, we actually play around more cards by leaving up the Mutavault, attacking for 7 this way. It was an interesting spot. Interesting spot. Unfortunately, I didn't have to think like too much in terms of Legacy because this is very similar to Modern. But anyway, that was round 1. Let's move on to round 2. We won the die roll, and we are up against like a champion. This person's a champion of something. I don't know what year, I can't see. 2019 Legacy. Oh, we're up against a champion. This hand sucks. We're going to keep it. No 1-drop again. Like, I built my deck to have... What do we got? Relics, Cozy's Trickster, Ether Vial, nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's okay. We're going to do the best we can without it. Island Go. What are we up against today? JJ. KBB. 2005. A million years later. Oh. I have Ugin. And nothing to do on turn 1. Okay, I like that. Tell you what I also like. I like the... Oh, you get the fuck out of here. That's okay. Those things happen sometimes. Let's get the copter in play. Try to dismember that with your Eye of Ugin, which you cannot.
That was banned in Modern a long time.
You mean no Chalice Merfolk, yes. Island Go, the best sentence in the world. Well, that is awkward.
How did you do that?
Well, just the Eye of Ugin says you can pay 2 less for your spells.
That's why the card was banned.
Yes. But it costs actually quite a bit of mana to activate. What is this? Also activation spells? Spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. I think I'm gonna let it go because I really need like Silver Gilladept to resolve. And it's gonna tie up a lot of mana to blink stuff, so it's okay. Okay, so now we draw a bunch of cards. That's not too bad because we can use this to loot and scoot. Actually, no. Do you know what? I can use it to just throw away to the Force of Will. So what do I want? Probably we need Chalice, so I'll dump this. Sorry, Cavernous Souls, because they do run Chalice of the Void. All right, not too bad. Not too bad of a position. So long as they don't have their own Cavernous Souls, these Force of Wills are going to be live. We took a really long pause when they played this Displacer, so they might assume that we do have some counter magic, but I assume also that if they had Cavernous Souls, they would have just played it immediately. Although we might have not have looked like the deck that we were. Are they mana screwed? Oh, whatever. They can play lands on their second main phase.
You're the only one that does that.
I'm more concerned about Wasteland than Chalice. Well, I'm not that concerned about Wasteland. Scrubland. What the hell is going on here?
Scrubs
Okay,
like
we're gonna start countering things.
poof.
2 of these, no. You'd like to do something in response. Matter Reshaper, sure.
Doesn't matter, reshaper.
Basically.
Beef.
I'm inclined to play the Trickster, tap this, activate Copter, attack for 5, and see what we draw at the Mutavault. I could also just attack with Copter, it's 3 damage, attack in the air, and maybe I Trickster something more important later. I could do that. One cancel. I can also just activate Mutavault, use that to... But then I can't draw anything good with the well, actually, using the Mutavault is pointless because I'm not attacking or blocking with Silvergill Adept. So let's just go.
Go, go, go.
Basically. Yeah, that's a bad one.
Copter is a scrying machine.
It is. Pass the turn. All things considered, this is not too bad. Our position's not too bad. Legacy Merfolk. Yes, Scrubland. That's how it is here. Is this a brew? Like, what's going on here? Well, there's Wasteland. Whatever they want to do, I'll let them attack.
Not gonna be enough.
Hopefully not. I'll tap down the following thing. Or counter it. Endless one for 4. Well, Force of Will is going to demand... let's see. Probably I should let it resolve. What is this, 10? It's not... It is 10 damage by next turn? Hold on. Okay, 10 damage. But I'm trying to think, like, how can I deal the most damage here? So I can attack for, like, a decent chunk. But I need a blocker for one of these things. They can still displace something. I guess I could leave Silvergill Adept as a blocker, and then if they displace it, I draw a card and potentially draw something off for Ether Vial. Thing is, if I force to will this, their clock they have a better board than us. I'm gonna let it resolve, and I'm just gonna gamble on on whatever I draw. Called the Wasteland.
Boo.
Sure. So the best things to draw at this moment is just another creature so I can block something. I think. Particularly a Lord would be best.
Or Silvergill into a Lord.
Yeah, Silvergill would be perfect. So we get the Lord. I can attack for 6 in the air, leave this thing on blocking duty. Well, I have to leave something on... Oh, no, wait a minute, hold on. I could leave Trickster on blocking duty. And if they ever want to blink Trickster, then I tap something down anyway. That actually seems better. So let's play Lord. It's Crew Copter. Oh, they can attack and then blink? That's a good point. Well, they need 1 more mana. They're actually short of mana. I'm still crewing Copter. What, I just attack for 3? Loot into Trickster, please.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Okay, I'm gonna attack for 6. And hope that's good enough. That is not what we wanted to draw. Okay, let's hope they don't draw a land. Or if they draw a land and blink Silvergill up, let's hope we don't lose because of it. Well, Smuggler's Copter is doing something because we're looting away a lot of garbage cards. We got tons of trash. The problem with attacking with one thing is I don't think I'm putting myself in a position to win the game. We are very far behind. Like, our opponent could, like, just pass the turn, blink, on their turn, blink again, and then we were in a lot of trouble. That's how I'm looking at it. Oh, look at that. They're not going to do anything. Yes, putting them ourselves in a position to win the game. What is this? Plague Engineer. Well, it's a good thing we got this Lord just in time. But unfortunately, we don't have another blue spell for this stupid thing. Main deck Plague Engineer. Well, that's fucking brutal. Okay, Smuggler's Copter. You're invincible to this. I want Lord Copter into another Lord. Alright. Alright.
Alright.
Can't tell if it's better to use the vial or use the mana. Whatever. So, not blocking with any of the lords. Keep attacking in the air. I think we're in pretty good shape to just do this.
Lord.
No. Hey, but Smuggler's Copter is doing a lot of work here. Make no mistake, Smuggler's Copter is doing great.
Donk.
If every second card is like a land, then Smuggler's Copter is doing the job. Because we are at least applying something to the battlefield every turn instead of just flooding out relentlessly. Well, Vial can at least Vial and Silvergill adapts, but I only have 3 left in the deck, whereas there's 3 Mirror Rejuries here.
You gonna do anything, fool?
Well, they might be ready to... Oh, they're ready to attack. Holy shit! What does this mean? Oh, maybe they found Swords to Plowshares for a Lord of Atlantis? Oh, do they have that +3 card? Do they play with that +3, -3 card? Oh no, but that would kill the Matter Reshaper. No, but they could give it to Endless One. How do you make this attack?
You just gotta block.
Why couldn't we draw something good with this Force of Will? Like a Trickster. Anyway, I'm just gonna take the damage. They probably play with Fatal Push and Path to Exile. Caracas. Good thing we don't have any legendary creatures.
Nothing legendary about Merfolk.
Okay, so they can blink one thing.
Silvergill into Lord.
Well, it's still a creature that can crew the Copter. I think I'm just going to go for it. They can blink Copter, and that's about it. Or if they want to blink their own creature. Hold on. Do I need this? I could keep Cozy just for, like, to use the Force of Will. Blink Copter, then I only attack for 3 creatures. It's not enough.
You could hold up Force.
Yeah, I'm just, I gotta make sure that I have enough, though. Hold on, I could just go to attacks. No, but then they can just blink in combat. Well, I guess the problem is if I activate Smuggler's Copter, nothing changes, right? So they blink creature. Or they make blocks. Blink creature, don't die. So I have to play, I think I have to play Cozy Trickster. Yeah, it doesn't actually do anything. This is the only thing that actually forces potential win. Unfortunately. I would love to hold up that juicy Force of Negation. It's so rare that Force of Negation is so live against like an Eldrazi deck, but this is just what it is. Let's hope no path, no No Fatal Push.
No bullshit.
I think play Cozy Strixter, go all in. Yeah, we're going to go all in. We're all in, people. All for all our chips. They're all in the middle. Yeah, goodbye, Copter. Fortunately, we didn't get to attack with you. Can you beat this?
3, 2.
But they didn't play Path or anything for the last million turns, so I'm guessing that we're in relatively good. I think we can win from here. They would have to have top decked it because they didn't blink anything for like all the other turns, or maybe they played Plague Engineer last turn. Okay, we won. Whew. They make us sweat. Opponent, why are you making us sweat? You're a champion. Fuck, you're a champion.
Where does it say so?
The avatar. That's why they give out these avatars, because they're champions. Back to basics looks fucking back-breaking for them. Okay, 4 Dismember. Goodbye, Relic. Cozy Strixter is not useful in this matchup. Force of Will is probably okay. Actually, hold on. Is there anything that makes them shuffle their deck? I might want to go down on a land, because they do have Wasteland. It gets hit by my Back to Basics, and it's probably somewhat of an attrition-based matchup, so I don't mind going down one. I have Ugin Shuffles. Well, that's not the greatest value I was looking for. Maybe Boomerang is better in some of these cases. Whatever, I think we'll go with this. Force of Will is probably going to be good at countering the Plague Engineer or something really important. Why not play Chain of Vapor instead of Boomerang? Because I want to bounce lands. That's why. That's the point. Bouncing lands against lands is what we're playing Boomerang basically for. This hand is useless to me.
Counters to turn 1 everything.
Guess we'll keep it. Eldrazi Temple turn 1. Endless one.
For Zilch. Overdue.
Well, not Zilch. I don't like taking 2, but I am going to take 2 and then just kill the next thing.
Bonk.
They have Cavern. Eldrazi. Actually, if this is Matter Reshaper, I'm not countering this. Or I'm not killing it. Damn it. It's Matter Reshaper. In that case...
One of these things has to die.
You know, I'm going to wait on this Dismember, because I can still use Silver Gill Adept to block Endless One. I'll take 3 damage, and then I'll try to kill the bigger thing. If there is a bigger thing. So I'm waiting for a turn... I'm hoping I'm going to have a land by turn 3 that I can, like, Silver Gill or Lord or something. I do have the land. And then in the future, we'll have what we need to, play a creature plus Dismember. I just have to dodge Plague Engineer this turn. It might have been worthwhile to play a Lord to play around Plague Engineer. Chain seems so bad. I will very comfortably block here. We are on defense. And we have more resources than our opponent. They have 4 cards left. We have 5. Well, 6, but they don't know that. Eldrazi Mimic. Go for it.
I never see these cards in Modern.
Because the cards that made these cards good got banned. Eye of Ugin got banned. Another Dismember. That's a pretty good card. So we've got a lot of We have 2 dismembers. That's worth 8 life points, so I have to start. I'll block this Matter Reshaper if I get the opportunity to. Endless one on 4. That's okay. We can kill the Mimic. I was a little bit concerned about Thought-Knot Seer. It just copies it. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I don't think I can take any more damage. So, I mean, they'll get a card off of this. Well, there's not much I can do about it. Because if I want to use both... Like, if I take too much damage, then this Dismember becomes dead. Because I'm going to do this again. I'm going to go down to 7 life, and it's a really bad spot to be in. Thought-Knot Seer revealed. That is not the most pleasant card to see. I guess I'm trickstering Endless one, and then, do I trickster Endless one? Yeah, I can trickster Endless one. They play Thought-Knot, I dismember it, then I can play 2 Lords and block Endless one relatively well. The record is 1-0. We are ahead. Well, no, now they have a lot of mana. They might play 2 things this turn. They can play Thought-Knot Seer off of just 2 mana. But I guess they can't play Reality Smasher. So now I guess we're dismembering the Reality Smasher. It's just the bigger, chunkier threat.
He's a chunky boy.
Yes, it is. What do they know about? They know about this one? Doesn't matter which one they know. At least I don't think they have any shapeshifters in their deck. They could have Unsettled Mariner. They have the mana for it. Alright, I need Island.
Island will be good.
That is not good. Well, maybe it's not too bad. So Thought-Knot Seer is going to eat one of these. They have how much mana? They can blink once. Oh, it's another Reality Smasher. Oh no, just Thought-Knot Seer. Oh, maybe they just want... Oh, they want to make an uncounterable Eldrazi. So you have Fatal Push? Or what is with the white and black in this deck? If you're not playing Fatal Push or stuff like that. I guess they've been tapping out every turn. So we don't know if they have Fatal Push. See what they do here. Okay, they can blink something. They need white for Displacer. Oh yeah, well, I guess so. I guess that's enough. It's a big, heavy commitment. Ooh, 2 Displacers. They're going to go wide against us. They can target twice next turn.
Silvergale.
We're in trouble, because they could just play a land, pass, and then blink 2 things. On their turn, blink 2 things. We're pretty much dead. I don't even know what I wanted. I guess I'll keep this in my hand just in case. Yeah, they had Plague Engineer in the main deck. Imagine that. This seems like too aggressive to me. So I'm gonna try to block with the Mutavault, because Mutavault, I mean, maybe it won't be successful, because they could play Wasteland on Mutavault. Keep our life total as high as possible. I don't really agree with their play, though. I think they should just pass the turn.
Ugh.
Especially with that. They should just play that, pass the turn, blink something, go all out.
So we go.
That is a really, really good one. I think. Actually, I didn't need to play this. No, what I can... No, actually, I did... I can activate Mutavault and then flash in Harbinger, so... Game continues. Interesting. Let's see how this Harbinger works out. And they might tap out, and we can bounce Thought-Knot Seer. Okay, so they're going to attack. No attack. Well, that's awkward. Okay, now they're going to go for the tap 2 things, go all out turn. Okay, fair enough. I'm just going to take my turn.
Back to basics.
Well, I needed that a long time ago. Back to basics would have been great this game. They would have... Well, they would have still sort of played, but it would shut down the Eldrazi Displacer. I want to blink something on my upkeep. Oh, that's interesting. So now Thought-Knot Seer gets tapped. I'm going to draw a card. Let's see what we draw. I can flash and Harbinger bounce this thing. Unfortunately, they're going to take it, though. They're going to take it. Okay, so I guess I'm going to save myself some mana, because they're definitely going to take back to basics, I think. They might not.
And now he knows you have it.
I know. Because I would really like to play Harbinger for 2 mana, bounce Thought-Knot Seer, then play something that I draw, and then have as many things up. Like if I go if I have an island, so I can play Harbinger, draw Lord, play Lord, pass, and then I don't know, keep the game going. This is a matchup where True-Name Nemesis is not too bad. Fuck. Yeah, that's a good choice. Our opponent played really well there. Because it keeps this on the battlefield. It can blink one more time to our, like... Because we have 2 blockers left. Because I have to chump block Thought-Knot Seer, chump block Displacer. Anyway, they know about all this stuff, so... Basics forever.
You get one more use out of these cards.
Because if I played Harbinger at flash speed, then I cannot play back to basics that turn. And if I drew a Lord, they would just take it. I don't know, maybe that's the better thing for them, though.
Back to basics hits you, too.
Yes, it does.
That's stupid.
Works both ways. Okay, let's see what they blink. They're probably going to blink the Mutavault, which in that case I have to chump block Thought-Knot and chump block Displacer. It's too bad we didn't have one more life point. Too many dismembers. Alright, the good news is their lands are locked. So if I draw Harbinger now, that's a beating. That would be really good. No, we don't get it. I'm just going to pass. Because if we drew Harbinger, I could play Harbinger, bounce Thought-Knot Seer, draw a card. Hopefully it's a Lord, play it, and then, you know...
Keep it going.
Look at that, Mutavault's still tapped. That's hilarious.
You don't see that every day.
They saw Harbinger, so they're a bit concerned, but anyway. You have to play it out. If you have cards like Trickster or Harbinger, you have to play it out. Because if you don't play it out, then the times that you do play it out, they're not scared. Or sorry, they are more scared, and they will do their best to play around cards if you play it out. So I'm on the play. I don't think I want to change much. I mean, maybe Boomerang instead of Cozy's Trickster. This Cozy's Trickster... It's not useless. It does give me some turn 4 kills, but that's about it. You know what? I think Boomerang might be more useful than Trickster. I can Boomerang some of my own creatures. I can Boomerang their stuff. I don't think I'm aggroing them out. I'm going to keep this, but It's actually not too bad. I mean, we have Harbinger, but I wish I had a less clunky hand. I wish we had a hand with Ether Vial.
It's all double blue, and you got double blue.
Because we can go like Trickster, bounce things. It's not bad against like Matter Reshaper and stuff. Lotus Petal, and this is gonna be greater if they use this to ramp into something. Because then we still. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You know what? I am actually going to play the turn 2 Ether Vial. Very poorly timed Ether Vial, but you know what? I think given my hand is just loaded with 2-drops and Tricksters and Harbingers, I will accept you coming out on turn 2. Caracas. Oh, this is a really slow start from our opponent. Too bad we couldn't punish it. No punishment. No punishment at all.
Cozy Trickster.
I sided them out.
Oh.
How we quickly forget. So here's the deal. If they go turn 3 Thought-Knot Seer, I sort of want to play Master of the Pearl Trident right now, but it might expose it to like some sort of removal. I guess I don't. The thing is, if they go like Thought-Knot Seer, then I have to Trickster it, and I think that's bad value, because I think they're going to take the Harbinger after I Trickster it. Well, maybe that's not true. Maybe they'll take a Lord. See what they do. So far, slow starts all around. Wasteland. If you want it, well, you probably need the mana more than us, because you haven't been doing anything for the last few turns. You've done nothing. Absolutely nothing. Still nothing. Alright. Throw a Trickster out there. Trickster has entered the wild. I think I'm going to play really carefully around removal. I'm just going to attack for 2, because if my opponent has open mana, I don't trust. I do not trust what's going on here.
Chip damage.
Yeah. Will they have like a million Reality Smashers or something?
In my opinion.
I'm still going to hold on to the Trickster. Oh, are they going to go Containment Priest here now? Is that what it is? Nope, no Containment Priest. I'm holding up Trickster, so the first thing that they play, I'm tapping and bouncing it. We got the combo here. This is a combo. Back to basics would be good here. I will attack again. If they did Priest, we get him.
Patch.
I assume so. You know what? Source of Plowshares makes sense to me.
And you gain some life.
Yeah, but the beats are more important than the life. That's why I sort of want to hold these things back. But I also want to get like good value out of this Harbinger. Oh, do I just play it out? You have to have another swords or something.
Well, you got more lords than they got swords.
That's true, but not in my hand. They might have a really aggressive or like really oh man, we're not drawing well now.
You must have just super chunky creatures.
I guess just in case I draw 4, I want to keep something in my hand to pitch to Copter, but just in case I draw like Force Will, we'll do this. Well, they're dead if they play a creature. I mean, they're just straight dead. Oh, they're gonna go for it.
Bounce that sucker?
Maybe. It's a pretty crappy creature, though.
Get 2 creatures on the betcha field.
Yeah, well, so now if they kill Master of the Pearl Trident, they're gonna lose their Lotus Petal.
Right.
So they'll be extra tempoed out.
Boom, the combo.
And like we deal 6 damage, they go to 5, so it looks good.
There we go.
We did it. We did it.
Show your hand, opponent.
Yeah, what do you have in your hand?
Well, they're drawing the next card to Oblivion.
I'm a little I think I'm happy with how I played that game. I think they had more removal spells. Like, they're now in a situation where if they want to play another Swords to Plowshares, or they might have had just tons of Thought-Knot Seers and Reality Smashers. That's possible, too. Anyway, I'm very happy with how that game played out, and we got the victory, even though we are flooding out. No big deal. Just make sure that we just apply little bits of pressure, force them to do something, slam it all on the battlefield. All right, that was round 2. Let's move on to round 3. You won the die roll. Would you like to play first? Yes. We're lucky with the die rolls. Hand is basically, well, it's not unplayable, but it's not great. I don't like this, to be honest. I guess I'm going to keep, and I'm going to dump one of the forces. I'm literally just play with this Master of the Pearl Trident and all these Mutavaults. And then if I draw one more land, we can just hard cast this force at some opportune time.
At the proper time.
Maybe that hand is worth mulliganing too, I don't know. I hate going to 5. Especially in Legacy. Source Arkham's Astrolabe. Alright!
You still live here.
We're up against the Snow Codex. Welcome back, Arkham's Astrolabe. I haven't seen you in like a month. A whole month. We have yet to see Sears 2019 so far. Is this 2019 enough for you? Talkstev, is this 2019 enough? Ooh, that's a good draw. Okay, so we'll... Shit, do they have Counterspell, like regular Counterspell? Actually, you know, I could have played Reejury and tried to back it up with Force. I was just trying to bait our opponent to playing like Swords to Plowshares or something. So I might have missed out on a damage here. Every spell they play draws a card. Alright, that's good to know. In that case, we are... Oh, they could have played Ice Fang Quaddle. Oh, so I was lucky. Yeah, care for Ice Fang. So in that case, I will aggressively force anything they play. Or almost everything. Like, 'cause it sounds like we can't play around anything. Brainstorm, go for it. The moment they... Like, if they Swords to Plowshares the Reejury, force. Shamelessly. Force Brainstorm. I mean, that can be done. They're gonna fetch. We're gonna keep. Nope. I'm gonna fetch. Garbage cards on top. Snow-covered island. Yes, give me...
No!
Yeah, fuck you. That bullshit.
Lord. Oh, it's not your turn.
Now, I don't know for sure if this is the right play, but, like, if everything draws them a card, it sounds like I have to get this game over very quickly. I'm assuming there's no long game in this matchup. I could assume wrong.
What ninja deck?
Have you seen the ninja deck? No, not yet.
We're not talking about that Fortnite dork, are we?
No, we're not.
I need to see more movement. I'm not seeing enough movement.
Oko? Oh, Snapcaster Mage into probably Swords to Plowshares. That is a good draw. Ooh, I can tap something. You. That was perfect. Sort of a waste of a trigger. Alright. Show your worth over True-Name Nemesis. Show your worth! Show this fucking control player what Mirror Reejury is all about. True-Name Nemesis is hard to beat? Well, not from my experience. Do you still play Merfolk in Legacy A? Yeah, you heard of True-Name Nemesis? Well, now welcome to fucking Merfolk town. I don't know what you heard about that True-Name Nemesis, but like that's nothing compared to me. I can put 3 creatures on the battlefield, bitch. Not anymore, lol. Haven't touched Legacy since we talked. Well, then that's like the last time I played Legacy, basically. Look how long our opponent's thinking. They know they're in deep shit. I mean, if I just draw any creature, I can tap the Snapcaster Mage down and deal a lot of damage. So it's a very bad spot. So they should deal with this thing before. Well, they have no removal. They have no removal, as far as I'm concerned. You have to kill this Rejury. Well, I don't know if you have to, but like ideally, I think you should. Well, they played Ponder and they chose not to shuffle, so I guess I'm in some sort of trouble. Did they play Terminus? Well, I could attack with the 2 Mutavaults, and then it would more or less shut off the Flooded Strand, which, I mean, doesn't really matter because of Arkham's Astrolabe. So we can draw something good here. They chose not to shuffle. That is like a super high-level bluff. If it's a bluff. They chose not to shuffle.
Swing as a Mutavault. You're at 22 life.
I don't know if we just jam. They chose not to shuffle. Like, if they were in trouble, they would just, There's not much punish for us to go all out. Yeah, there is. They can, like, swords this, block Rejury, and, they go to 3, but they stabilize.
But they're at 3. And you're at 22.
Who cares if they take 6? They're at 3, and I have 2 Mutavaults on the battlefield. 3 is like an impossible amount of life. Yeah, we can attack with 2 Mutavaults. It's still unblockable, and then if they swords this, they chump a Mutavault, they go down to 6, but I still have a Rejury on the battlefield. They chose not to shuffle. If they shuffled, I would jam, because that's a sign of desperation. To not shuffle means they have an answer. They have it. You are not going to outgrind this deck. Okay, so let's say I jam. They block Rejury, they take 6, go to 3. Do I then just pray that they didn't have... Well, I guess it still shuts off the Flooded Strand, but I don't have to use it. Anyway, I don't like this line, but I guess we can take it. In theory, if we top deck an Island Walk Lord, maybe that's enough to win. But I really don't like this line. I won't jam, because save the Master of the Pearl Trident.
Alright, what do you got? Surprise!
This does nothing. Or maybe our opponent just didn't know... Oh no, but they're still drawing a card. Oh, so they're going to nail us.
Oh,
that's going to be really bad. Well, I couldn't play around that. I was going to attack with at least the 2 Mutavaults. What did Tuxdev say? Something like, Miracles is a deck pretty much dead. Tuxdev said there was no Terminus. There's no Terminus. Okay, so... well, anyway, we were lost now. Well, it's not entirely true. Yeah, somebody thought about it. So this is literally... Well, we'll see what it is. It could be Bant. Bant Oko. You were lost before you attacked and didn't know about it. What's revealed here? Oh, Terminus. Not anymore. And here comes Oko, the Thief of Crowns. I can almost snap Resign here. So is this just like an Oko deck that's playing Terminus? Most builds don't Terminus. Well, that's not useful to me right now, Tuckstep. That's not what I need to hear. Terminus. Why is Terminus poorly positioned overall? We were talking about this while we were building the deck that you said there's a lot of creature decks. Sounds like it's not that bad. I mean, if the format is mostly creatures, then Terminus seems great. Anyway, we got fucking blown out of the water. I sort of want to resign, but I think what we should, like,
He's gonna turn that thing to now.
we should look at what's in our opponent's deck. I'm just waiting to see if our opponent reveals anything else. I mean, I can assume what's in their deck, but I don't know. Maybe they'll show us like an Entreat the Angels, for example. Like, cool, let's put this Ice Fang back into my deck. Didn't spend a card on it. Well, Ice Fang at least gives you the ability to Terminus on your opponent's turn. Like, additional ways, like in addition to Brainstorm. We have Teferi Time Reveler. This is why we keep playing on, people. We got to get the information. You got to know. What bullshit cards are you playing here? You got banned in a lot of formats, and you know what? You're fucking next in Modern. I'm telling you that right now. People don't like you. Word on the street is not good for you. The higher ups say you're done for. We're gonna keep an eye on you, Teferi. Still not lethal on the board. Mutavault and Copter are key in this matchup. Hopefully. Well, the thing is, Copter can turn into an elk. You probably haven't played this format since Oko was around. Jace the Mind Sculptor. Again. This looks so much like the modern... No, they looked at our library. Okay, I'm going to see what they saw. They kept the card on top. The next time they peek at our library, conceding. This is 10 damage, not lethal. Yeah, they need to make some bans here in Legacy. This is a bit dumb. Though, to be honest, we used to have this. This used to be a thing. Yeah, of course. Okay, we're dead. Back to Basics, not good. Spell Pierce looks great. Dismember is not that bad. I don't know how good Relic is. Harbinger actually looks terrible. I don't want to bounce almost anything except like a food token. Cozy is not great. I'll take out 2, because I think having 1 Cozy is like okay. Cozy. Actually, maybe I just take out all the Cozies. Or how badly do I need to win, like, ASAP? Dismember is not bad. If you dismember an Ice Fang Quaddle, like, you need to remove those blockers. Like, of course you're down on cards, but I'm always going to be down on cards no matter how this game plays out. And if they spend turn on, like, create token, turn into elk, dismember it, is fine. What are you doing? Oh. Remember that they can board Veil. Oh yeah, they're probably going to do that too. That's a hard card to beat anyway. So maybe we just go all in. I just have to go all in. We just have to maximize our turn 4 kills. Take out 1 land. Actually, I don't know if how... Do I want to take out anything? Well, I need to take out 2 cards. Keep Rejury because it's still turn 4 kill territory. Maybe take out one Relic. I sort of want to take out a land, but then I'm down on... I make it harder for me to make my double blue spells. Because they don't have Path to Exile in this deck. Well, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. I have 11 copies for Spell Pierce. Actually, how much do they really use the graveyard? Just Snapcaster Mage? And I'm like never holding this up for very long?
If they ever have Snapcaster, Tarmogoyf, you always need relics. It's a necessity.
I would love to go first. This hand's great. This is actually a premium. This is sort of what I'm talking about.
I'm just saying, if a deck ever plays Tarmogoyf, relic is your best friend.
Yeah, don't mind my brother. He just says all sorts of shit.
Oh, and Dredge too. Just in general.
Tropical Island. Carpet of Flowers. This is going to suck. At the beginning of each of your main phases, if you haven't added mana with this ability this turn, you may add X mana of any one color, where X is the number of islands your opponent controls. Well, that's really brutal. Oh, this thing? Yeah, maybe... yeah, maybe we should have forced this. But then I think we're lost anyway. Or, do you know what? I could force this and play 2 Master of the Pearl Tridents and hope that's enough to win. I didn't think about this. It's like every single card they play is pretty brutal. Like, everything is a Force of Will. No, if I Force of Will, then I lose one of the blue creatures. Holy shit, Carpet of Flowers is going to be brutal. Oh yeah, they have Ponder in this format, so if they Cozy's Trickster. Alright, let's attack for 1. Okay, let's do our best.
Hopefully you get back to basics and you just shut up so bad.
I didn't side it in, and I didn't because, what's it called? It's not good in an Astrolabe deck. I assume they just like dig out all their basic lands. Like maybe I would get them if they never saw it. You want Monster CC? I think it is worth Force of Willing that Carpet of Flowers, because if they depended on this for mana, they might have been just completely choked out of the game.
You got your own? Oh, he has his own.
Okay, this is not the end of the world, though. Like, what do you do? If you go up... well, I guess I can't kill the Oko, but I can do a pretty good job. Deal 4. I guess we play Silver Gildat first, because if I can draw a random creature, or sorry, a random card, I can like loot it away. Go after Oko. You see, they're only on a 1-lander. If we Force of Will this Carpet of Flowers, that it might have been game. You have 2 mana from Carpet of Flowers? You know what? I'm going to dump this.
You might play Planeswalk next turn or something.
They might.
You can get them.
Hopefully. Hopefully just 1 Master of the Pearl Trident is enough. Oh, I have to add another land, though, to the battlefield. Shit. Okay, so I take it back. I should just not add any more mana. This was stupid. Seemed like a good idea at the time. I was wrong. Experience has now taught me that I should just dump the Spell Pierce, keep 2 Master of the Pearl Tridents in hand. Hold on, why do they have no more mana left? At the beginning of your main phases, each of your main phases, if you hadn't added mana with this ability this turn, you may add X mana. Oh, so they're going to opt to do it on the next main phase.
Sorry.
No, sorry, not sorry.
Amazing.
Well, it's something I can loot away. Who cares? Okay, do I play around Swords to Plowshares?
No.
They didn't have access to white mana earlier. They do now. Not playing around anything? Alright, we're all in. Let's go. I agree. This is not a matchup where we can play around anything. Just hope this is good and that's it. Oh fuck, they're gonna do something. They're gonna do something! They're thinking. Don't think. Damn it. They're thinking.
Welcome, goodbye, mailbox.
Or at least Cozy's Trickster gets bigger. Yeah, they had... Oh, they're gonna eat that? So, that's a bit weird. Anyway, Cozy gets bigger. So, if anyone thought there was gonna be at least one counter on it, then you're a little bit ahead there. I'm surprised they didn't go for the Smuggler's Copter, but I guess they have an answer to it anyway. So, food token will eat Cozy's Trickster. Opponent will take 2 damage. And we still have a Copter on the battlefield. Not bad spot, really. Let's hope that last card is a pile of shit, and we're in business. Just play another Oko. No, Arkham's Astrolabe. Could go into another Oko. Land. Into Ponder. Now that makes me sweat.
But there are zeros. 0 cards.
Shuffle. That could have been a shuffle for our Cozy's Trickster if it was still on the battlefield.
Broco.
Choose not to shuffle? That's not good news.
Do you have Meatball?
Second Oko.
Fuck you.
But they found it. They found the second Oko. So if they turn Smuggler's Copter into an Elk, we do kill Oko. Because we just Trickster the food token, kill Oko. So it's not that bad. Yeah. Alright. This actually could be a lot worse. And if we draw an Island Walker anywhere between now and somewhere in the future, we'll be in very good shape. Alright. Our board is better than theirs. Island's got a stick in our hand basically for forever.
Two opens. You got a third?
They chose not to shuffle. Hopefully there's a bunch of shit on top of their library. Shuffle! Or ban these cards. Chose to shuffle, thank God. They have a random card. They got a random one, people! Alright, give me an Island Walker off the top. Show this control player what Merfolk's really worth.
Aether Vial.
That's actually worth it. You know what? I'll take that. I can attack with everything. Ban Astrolabe, Oko, Veil, and turn 3 to Fairy. Took it on the chin! Oh no, okay, I thought they were not blocking. I'm surprised they did that.
He needs to keep that life total up.
Is it better to keep my Merfolk on the battlefield? Like, I can make these bigger. That actually, I think our opponent is misplaying. Like, blocking like this, for example, is better. Because this is blockable by anything and can't get larger. And I think the Swords to Plowshares on the Lord was also a bit awkward.
Oh, you. You'll be okay.
Damn these islands. Alright, back to square one. Can you brick one more time? Although we only had 8 power on the battlefield. But still. Okay, so now we're probably lost. Like, they had so many other, like, poor draws. It's a miracle. But I'm lucky. I'm sorry, not like I'm happy about how the lords are turning out. I like the lord. Like we at least did a pretty good number on our opponent's life total through the lords. Like literally everything they cast is a bomb or draws a card. I can tell. We might have won the game though if we countered the Carpet of Flowers. They were in really bad shape. They didn't have any land draws for the first 3 turns. Oh yeah, assuming they didn't have their own Force of Will, that's possible. Because we did try to Force of Will something and they won. Carpet of Flowers is really good. Nice picture too.
Hello to 9 Setherus.
This...
Is there a carpet of
You know what would not be too bad? Maybe Narset?
Is there a carpet of flowers for blue?
No. Absolutely not.
Well, you're going to snap crack this thing.
Yes, I will. Might as well play another land too if I have the opportunity.
Oh, total's still high.
Thousand Island Syndrome. Thousand Island Syndrome. The one relic that we had. Peacekeeper? Who the hell are you? At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice Peacekeeper unless you pay 2. Creatures can't attack. And you told me to not bring in Dismember. So we're just stone dead to this. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming out. Actually, yeah, hold on. Let's see. View. Where's my sideboard? Boomerangs were in the sideboard. Dismembers were in the sideboard. Oh no, do you know what? We have Trickster. Trickster can actually beat that. But anyway, we were effectively lost anyway. Or maybe not. Like, what are we drawing? Our opponent's drawing pretty shitty. Attack for 3. Oh no! Oh no, but we can't attack yet. We need the Trickster first. Okay, we were not winning this game. So, we lost. I played it round 1. We beat Burn. I played against Caleb once, actually. I played him in a Star City side event. We were undefeated going into round 5, and I lost. And I felt pretty bad about it. And then after that, or maybe I was 5-0. Like, I just needed to win one more match, and I would top 8. I lost to him, and I lost to my next 2 opponents, and I completely scrubbed out of the top 8. So annoying. Our opponent mulliganed. I don't really like this hand, but we could go turn 1. We could try to keep parity in the game with turn 2 Trickster, turn 3 Mirror Regery, and then maybe make something of that afterwards. Caleb is not Canadian. No, he's American. I don't know where he lives, but the way he dresses, he most definitely is not Canadian. He's not prepared for winter.
Break his finger.
Prismatic Vista. What is this? Another Oko deck? I'm guessing we're up against another control deck. Cavern of Souls? Not that I really want one.
One time I was saying, what if my brother was like in the finals of a huge tournament and he's losing, and then I would just bust into the room and vomit all over his player and his cards? Like, what would happen? Would the game end?
I don't know.
Would it be a draw? Just to bail you out at the end.
It's possible playing Trickster here was the moment. I think we're up against the same deck. How much Snow Oko is there in the format? Like, if there's a lot, then we basically have to build our deck to beat this thing. I think, well, Probably Chalice is still good against this deck. I mean, I don't like Chalice, but it probably still is good here. Wizards of the Coast says not a lot, but it feels like a lot. So anyway, I'm going to take the opportunity to play a Merfolk Trickster here. I could be wrong doing this. Like I'm literally just playing around Counterspell, right? Mystic Sanctuary, played and passed. Well, I mean, if they Oko it, whatever. Like, what can I do? Nothing. If they don't have Oko, it hits all the Brainstorms, Ponders, Astrolabes, and etc. Swords to Plowshares. So they want to keep drawing their cards. So they brainstormed not too long ago. They drew a card. They drew one more card off the top. Guess this is going to be Ice Van Quaddle. And draw another card. But this card's random. It's nice to have this Lord of Atlantis out. Sorry, not Lord of Atlantis. Mare Regery, because now I can just tap the Ice Van Quaddle and hopefully just freely attack into my opponent. If you play Elk Tribal for the Legacy Tournament, Snoko will be free wins. That's interesting. Well, it doesn't seem like our opponent has counter spells. Maybe an alternative line is I could untap a land, play a land, Lord of Atlantis, untap a land, attack with everything with 2 Island Walkers. The Evil Honk. Hey Nikachu, I'm a casual MTG player and I'm looking to get into a little bit more competitive. Where do I start? F&M and in-store tournaments? Are PPTQs still a thing or did they remove those? PPTQs, yeah, are the winner, the goner. So what I would... Can you play online? Like, this is the most reliable way to play, in my opinion. You have Cryptic Command in your deck? So, you Swords to Plowshares. You Ice Fang Quaddle. Block this. Take 6 damage. Go to 10. Now I play Lord of Atlantis next turn, attack for another 6. Sword, Snapcaster Sword is also possible. You know what? If you have nothing, I'm still doing this. I don't want to go all out here. Something bad is going to happen. I don't know what the bad is, but something bad is going to happen. Oh yeah, they can't go snap. They can't sword, snap, sword. Now they can go like Terminus everything. Oh, maybe I missed out on 3 damage. Oh, look at the top 4 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand. The rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Yeah, I think like right now playing in-store events are like ludicrous. Okay. Please do not find Terminus.
No miracles.
Draw 3 cards. Let's see if they keep it all on top. Nope, they don't. Okay, this is interesting. Everything's been running fine for over a month here now.
Where are you, New Zealand?
I'm not an online player. I currently play paper at my store. They're hosting tournaments and F&Ms again. Well, like, I mean, some Magic is better than no Magic. Because, like, the most competitive thing is you have to wait for big events. Show and tell. What the fuck? Now, was there, like, this I could not expect. Like, this looks like a snow control deck.
Snow and tell.
At least we have something to put in play. Cast spells from your hand without paying their mana cost. We're probably lost here. Drawn from Dreams. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. Put 2 of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Well, I was playing around the wrong stuff, that's for sure. But I'm looking forward to games 2 and 3. I think we can smash this deck. I think we just goldfish for a victory. Let's see. Did you brick? No. That's going to be very hard to brick from here. Anyway, we don't have anything, so... Search your library for up to 2 creature cards with different names, reveal them, and put them into your hand, then shuffle your library. I'm guessing this is going to be like Grizzlebrand and Emrakul.
Okay.
I foresaw one of them. I foresaw both of them. But anyway, now that we know what this deck is about, I will play way more aggressively. Way more aggressively.
Trickster into Harbinger.
Wait, it doesn't matter. I'm just dead next turn.
Trickster into Harbinger.
Okay, so...
What if you had a Spreading Seas?
Best back to basics probably doesn't work. Boomerang might be okay, because I can little tempo out of them. Spell Pierce is going to be good. Relic is useless. Harbinger is garbage. Thinking, do I want Boomerang? Boomerang. Guess that's it. We'll just submit this. And we just go, we keep a hand that's like Lord, City, and then win. Well, anyway, like the only competitive stuff, like regular F&M is not competitive, the Evil Honk. The only like real competitive Magic is like you have to wait for your LGS to hold like a big event. And I don't know how many big events are being held in paper these days. But yeah, it'd be like highly advised not to do it. Things can look good and then turn terrible really quickly. So, but the safest and easiest way is to play online. I understand, but you can there are free ways of playing online, like on Cockatrice or X-Mage or something like that. We'll go first.
Apprentice.
Yeah, formerly Apprentice. Sand's not great. I'm gonna mulligan this. It's got no one, like it has a 1-drop, but like we need to draw a blue card just to use Force of Will. This is not great either. Where's our Cozy Trickster when we need it? And we do need it.
It's in the deck somewhere.
I mean, I guess I'll keep this. Yeah, I'll keep this. I don't want to go further. I should not keep this. Because we're up against a combo deck, so I should be more aggressive with my mulligans.
Combo.
Be like 1 Vial, 2 lands, 2 lords, we're good. Is a competitive event for you one without ponies or with monetary prices? Higher the prizes, or either higher prizes or route to the Pro Tour, and it will bring out good players. Because anything that can bring out good players is what's going to be a real tournament. Like GPs. Again with this piece of shit. GPs have what's it called? GPs have ponies. I'll just say that right now. GPs have tons of ponies. But it has the pro players, and it's still difficult to win.
The Evil Honk asks, what's a pony?
It's best not to ask. A pony's basically like a pretty casual player that plays like a beginner.
Ponies are the players that like to graze and prance about.
Yeah,
on
all
the
the
show.
sharp plays pass by them. Yeah, basically. It's a great explanation. So far, we are losing only to Carpet of Flowers. But you know what would have been great in this spot? Spell Pierce. Where's my Spell Pierce?
Here it comes.
No, it's not. That's pretty useless. Oh, fuck off. Oh, do you know what? Maybe I should have just done... Whatever, it's too late. But I could have played Aether Vial at one land and maybe undermine this Carpet of Flowers a little bit. Anyway, we're probably lost. Yeah, most ponies show no incentive to improve. So we're going to help our opponent ramp right into combo.
Combo.
Could anyone tell that this was show and tell? Could anyone tell that this was a show and tell deck? Was there any indication in game 1 that this was show and tell? Like, I'm just wondering if I could have played, like, more aggressively in game 1. Although I did play pretty aggressively, period. I just didn't have a 1-drop. Carpet of Flowers is also another reason we should play with a lot more Waterlogged Groves. Here's a good question. How big is Blood Moon in the format right now? If Blood Moon is not that big, I might go down islands to play around this. We just go like 4 Waterlogged Grove. Not good against Burn, but I mean, it's still a source of like blue mana. Well, we can do fine, I think. Even though Wasteland's in the format. Because we still have like 8 islands. But the point is, my life total doesn't matter in this matchup. My life total doesn't matter against the Oko matchups. But this Carpet of Flowers is going to win the game by itself. It just gives our opponent, like, double the mana that they usually have. And that's, like, we're not beating this. As far as I'm concerned, I see this Carpet of Flowers and it's just GG. So I will hold back this Rejury for as long as damn possible. They chose not to shuffle with Ponder, so we're in trouble. We're definitely in trouble. But it's okay, we're learning. But I'm just curious, did anyone know this was a show and tell deck based on like the green mana in game 1, the Ice Fang Quaddle, or did this look like anything else? We didn't see Impulse yet. Nope. Strands was the only thing, yeah. We only saw a Flooded Strand, and they held it up for the entire game. I'm sure they have some counter spells in their deck. Yeah, but didn't they play Impulse when it was too late? Like, by the time they played Impulse, then they were comboing off. They played, like, Impulse into Brainstorm into, like, Show and Tell, and I lost. 4 main deck, Veil of Summer, probably. Which means we need to aggro them out. Where is my...
Elephant.
Cozy's Trickster. Cozy's Trickster actually looks okay against these control decks. Look, Prismatic Vista. You want to crack that? Probably not. If you keep Marrow in hand and Trickster mana up, you could blow them out when they combo. They're gonna combo. Like I might play Rejury next turn, and after that they're definitely gonna combo. Actually, I could attack for 5, 4, 11. Actually, what I can do is I probably just hold up what I have here. Oh, are they gonna go for it? They got intuition. Interesting. So they're at 16. What I can do is attack for 5, put them to 11, Trickster at end of turn. Oh, Cozy's Trickster. And then I can play a land, Mararegery, and that's 11 for lethal. Hopefully that's good enough. So I'm not going to play the land because I want to minimize the amount of mana I give our opponent. Oh, now I need to deal less damage. Hooray.
We should get a cheap Bluetooth webcam that can plug into that wall, be clipped onto that chair, and it can look at Salute.
Yeah,
and you can have it right here.
I could, I guess. Salute cam. So we only need 7 cards. I could see a little bit of the back of the chair. Oh, yeah, it needs to be a Bluetooth webcam? Yeah. How much do they cost?
Amazon's probably got something really cheap from China.
But it has to use a battery.
No, that's what I'm saying. You can plug into the wall.
Oh, yeah, okay. There's a wall there. And Salude's always there. I'm 100% for Salute Cam. And he's always, like, there. Alright, maybe we can win here. Assuming our opponent cannot interact with our board. I'm assuming their counterspells are more defensive than offensive. Oh, that is beautiful. I don't know if it's going to work, but... Alright, did the Lord's work? I'm sure you have a lot of counter spells to protect your combo, but you have enough counter spells to just deal with my normal shit. I'm sure they can. This is the like intuition for Veil of Summer or something. Boo. They're gonna get 3 extra mana too. For the record, they'd be dead by now if we had a Cozy Trickster on turn 1. Just how it is. Veil of Summer. 1 life, too. Well, shuts off Misty Rainforest, I guess. That's the good news. They got a mana, but then they lost a mana. So they gotta go for it. They probably can do it. Intuition, show and tell. I can put an Aether Vial in play. It will look glorious. Maybe they can't.
3.
They're not snap going for it. Like if they have the combo, they'll just do it.
2.
Hey, where's the 3-2-1 emote?
I'm still trying to make it look good.
I'm thinking maybe we should have just maybe we go 3-2-1 in different emotes, and then tier 1 gets the 3, tier 2 gets the 2, and tier 3 gets the 1. Oh, we won somehow. Fuck it. Fucking A. All right. We live to see another day.
We're going to 4-1 this league.
Yeah, maybe. We need to keep a hand with, like, Cavernous Souls to play around fucking Carpet of Flowers. I think this is still it. I don't know if Boomerang does enough. Like, bouncing a land is not bad. Yeah, no Omniscience into Spaghetti, people. No, I want everything. Well, I could keep it over Harbinger if I have 25 creatures. I don't know, I'll just leave it. Besides, they can play like Veil of Summer protecting their land. I think I'm gonna mulligan this because we need another land or this hand is nothing. And again, against a matchup like this, I would just go, like, I'd just Spell Pierce a Ponder. If I could. Spell Pierce, though. Yeah.
Ponder.
This hand's actually pretty shitty.
It's got everything for all this bullshit.
I'll keep it. Let's counter as many fucking things as we can, and then we're gonna slam, I'll throw the Vial away.
It'll come back in your next draw step.
This is not an... So we have to hope that we draw creatures, though. That's what we're hoping for. Yeah, we need more clock. If we draw one Lord, I'll be satisfied. Did our opponent went to... Oh, no, they went to 6. We're about to draw a card off of the Ponder. Shuffle, please. Chose not to shuffle. Alright, then. I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna play that on turn 2. So I hold up Spell Pierce here. I could also Force a Will pitch the Cozy's Trickster. Yeah, gonna make you crack that Prismatic Vista. I wonder what they're playing around. Or are they watching the stream? Definitely counter this. Counter anything that moves. It fucking twitches a leg. Bam! Oh yeah, Prismatic Vista. We need more of those. Sure. I cannot do anything about this card. Draws a card off of Icefang Quaddle. Sure. This is not a snow permanent, so I guess we just play Reejerey. And attack. Snow Intel.
I made that joke already.
Thanks for all the new people following. Offbeat Hero, Yovevo. What is it? This is 9 Sethris.
That's what I thought it says.
I think you're right. If the small numbers come before, I think you subtract. Small numbers come after you add. Not in love with this, but not in love with throwing away my Force of Will here. Again, our opponent does not have another snow permanent, so Icefang Quaddle does not have Death Touch.
It's just a dink.
Yes. Oh, but they can do this on the second main phase. Nice. That is stupid. Play it on main phase. You get the mana. You get the mana immediately. That's fucking dumb. Clock's still not impressive. I mean, yeah, sure.
So, Meatball, there's a fly on the premises.
Choose his intuition.
Ugh.
Well, we are most definitely not playing more lands. I would have really liked to see maybe a Mutavault there. Also, well, I would also prefer to just see a Lord. So if we had a Lord, they go to 11. I guess it's not lethal.
Hopefully they tap out big.
It's hard for them to tap out big. They have a carpet of flowers. Maybe this game is a little bit different. You know what? If I know this deck better, another carpet of flowers. All right.
bullshit stacks?
Yes, I'm sure it does. Snow Intel. I love this name. Like, if I know this deck better, and if the game goes off, if the deck goes off on turn 3-ish, when they play higher impact spells, maybe I should have played Cozy's Trickster first, hold up Spell Pierce on turn 2, and it would have got a little bit bigger because of the Prismatic Fist, and we would have dealt a little bit more damage. Doesn't really matter in this game, but in some games it will matter.
Hello to Ashyuk, Nightmare Weaver.
Put the rest into your graveyard? I don't want anything to go in the graveyard. That's not going to happen. I'm sure this is going to be Veil of Summer. Yep.
Yay. That's what, 3 triggers now?
Oh,
3.
I think it's 2. They still play fast mana like Petal? I don't know. I don't know about this deck. I have never seen this deck before. I can't tell you anything about it. Oh yeah, they fetch and they got Intuition. Sweet. Look at that big one. Trickster. Okay, hold on. If they have Grizzlebrand, so I could tap down Icefang Quaddle, attack for 6. They go to 6, then they can't activate Grizzlebrand.
Weaselbrand.
That I can't beat a Grizzlebrand. I still, like, Grizzlebrand could fucking block me. And there's 2 things blocking. Well, okay, you show and tell a Grizzlebrand in play, then what do? You don't really do anything. Still not enough snow permanents. Sort of annoying. Oh, this is not actually lethal either.
If he gets Grizzy, just Trickster it down.
You're cursing a lot today. Well, if you watch my channel for the last 5 years, I've cursed a lot. How many copies of Omniscience do you run in this in Show and Tell? I have no idea. If they Show and Tell Naked Emrakul, we can Trickster it at least. We can do that, I guess. That's the upside.
Does this Naked Emrakul have an OnlyFans by any chance?
I think I'm gonna put. Do I put the land in play? Is there any advantage to playing a land? Yes, because if they play Omniscience, I can't do anything. So we play the land, they play the Omniscience. And now if they cast Emrakul, they're going to get another turn. Get another Omniscience. You can never have enough Omnisciences in your hand. Well, Veil stops Trickster, but like I can't do anything about that.
Just gonna hope he doesn't got it. 'Cause he might not.
Yeah, but I don't have a winning clock here. Unless I top deck a Lord. I'm just gonna take another turn. Because apparently they can play anything.
In theory.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so Grizzlebrand off the table. And I think Emrakul's off the table too. Because we have Trickster. Like, they can get another turn, but pre-combat we Trickster it. But they have to have nothing in hand. They have to top deck something. Maybe they have just a bunch of Veil of Summers. Cunning Wish, okay. Shared Summons. I don't like the sound of that. Search your library for up to 2 creature cards with different names, reveal them, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. So that's a bit of a problem. So you get Grizzlebrand and Emrakul. I can sacrifice everything. Oh, look at this Cozy's Trickster. Whoever... What was the poll on Cozy's Trickster? I didn't look at the results. This thing's huge. Someone guessed 7+. Okay, here's Emrakul. Because I can get hit by Emrakul once. This is not a big deal. But we can't get hit by Grizzlebrand because that gains life and draws more cards. Monster CC probably guessed right here. So here's Grizzlebrand. So if they don't have Veil of Summer, and they don't have any other bullshit, I think that's okay. So I will upkeep, tap their Grizzlebrand because I don't want them to draw a card.
You're also going to get the trigger from Rajiri.
We get the trigger from Rajiri. So actually I should tap down the Grizzlebrand with the excellent point. So hold on. Okay, hold on. If I do this, then Veil of Summer hits it immediately. Because you can still Veil of Summer this. But if I could hit the Emrakul and save myself like a shitload of life. 2 triggers. I guess it doesn't matter. If they counter 1, that's it. If they counter 1, then they counter 1. Can't do anything about it. Oh, we tap it down. We're going to tap down both things. The Trickster Rajiri combo. True-Name Nemesis can't do that.
You only get that with Panza and Merfolk.
Get all the mana you want. Okay. This game continues.
Somehow.
Yeah, Rajiri, he really saved our ass here. Look at all this powerful busted stuff our opponent is doing. Okay, draw a land. Just draw a land.
Games, he says good games.
Okay, good games. The power of Rajiri in Legacy, people. And like I mean, this is one of the reasons why I have Rajiri, is to race these stupid combo decks. All the combo decks. So, oh, we got there with Rajiri. That was the extra lord that we need. Also, let's not forget about Cozy's Trickster. Did a little... Actually, I don't know. Maybe I think they just started making Cozy's Trickster really big at the end. Rajiri, greatest of all time, combined with Merfolk Trickster. Actually, what the hell was the last 2 cards in hand? Because it wasn't lands, because they have no reason to keep lands in their hand. Whatever, I don't know. Maybe it's more. What can't be more creatures because they can play things for free. That's a mystery. What's in our opponent's hand? I don't have a damn clue. I don't know. Well, anyway, Merfolk showing that it's got power in this Legacy metagame. So anyway, that was... What round is this? Round 3? Round 4? Okay, let's move on to round 5. We're up against another champion. Maybe it's the same champion, but this is a modern champion.
No, it's not the same person.
I'm going to keep this hand, because we do have... I could Force a Will, throw away a Trickster, maybe. It's a 1... Did we win the die roll? We didn't. I'm going to keep it. It's a bit risky. It's okay. I like risk. Unmask. Well, the relics are probably going to do good. No, this is Reanimator. So I'm just going to go turn 1 relic, turn 2 relic, and hopefully that's the end of the game. Entomb. I don't think this is going to be the end of the game. There's Grizzlebrand. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. Force of Will would have been perfect there. Let's go. If you got it, you got it. If you don't got it, I got you. Mainboard relic, let's go. No, they're playing too fast. Fast means they've got it. Exhume. I don't have many creatures in my graveyard. You got Grizzlebrand. Imagine if we were on the play. Yeah. If you're on the... Well, if we were on the play, it wouldn't matter. Because I would just go turn 1 Cozy's Trickster. I would have no idea our opponent's on Reanimator.
Does he have the shoal?
This is not the same deck. That's modern. This is most definitely not the same deck. Do you know what we have, though? We have Harbinger.
Just put your force into play.
They're throwing away another Grizzlebrand. What are they doing? Oh, they're targeting themselves. Put Chancellor of Annex into the graveyard. I still have no creatures to put into play. It's too bad. Oh, we got the Harbinger, but we have nothing else now, though.
Empty that graveyard.
Okay, hold on. We're going to attack for 7. The deal is I need to top deck like a Cavernous Souls to beat this stupid thing. So I just need to bounce the Grizzlebrand. Or I could play a Trickster right now to let it get countered. Or hold on, it's no, actually no. This is permanent as long as it's on the battlefield. Okay, let's dig for more lands then. I need to make like consecutive land drops here. Yeah, that's not useless. Yeah, this looks like game 2. Oh yeah, our opponent's going to draw another 7. Hopefully Cozy's Trickster is good in this matchup. Chancellor is oppressive. Well, I don't know about that, but... Fuck, they're taking us to... They're taking us to town here. You can have 2 Chancellors? I think that's GG. Well, that was a pretty good hand for them. Good deck to grind with. So what do we want? Relic, Grafdigger's Cage. How many Spell Pierces? How many Spell... Okay, no Regery. I think no Harbinger? I don't want to have too much interaction, because too much interaction is not good. I have 20 creatures and 4 Copter.
That's supposed to be Cheesehead.
Is this the matchup for Macabre? It is, but I don't have it in my deck anymore.
Is that supposed to be Cheesehead Rhode Island?
Where? Oh, Cheesehead. Oh, yeah, maybe.
Because Wisconsin is all about cheese.
All the Pierces, in my opinion. Well, like, what do I take out now? I don't want to take any more creatures. Like, I have 20 creatures in my deck. I could take out a Mutavault, maybe? Mutavault's clunky. And my curve is lower. Is Boomerang too bad? Copter? No, I don't want to take out Copter. Copter's going to continuously dig us into useful cards. Why Spell Pierces? They can help with gifts even in the late game, no? There's no... This is not the same... I have no idea what you're talking about, but this is not the same deck. We're playing Legacy here. Boomerang can bounce Chancellor. Can also bounce... they're going to play with Elish Norn as well. That's not where you want to be bouncing things after they've entered the battlefield. But you know what? We have Copter. No, that won't do. I won't have anything to activate Copter with. Okay, whatever. This is just what it's going to be. It's just a shitload of interaction. I would love to go first. Fuck your deck. Yeah, keep. We're going to have a single Trickster out. They're mulligan to 6.
Good. Go to 5.
Once they reanimate, the game is basically over. Fight to prevent it. Entering, not trying to mitigate it afterwards.
It went to 5.
It's good. Keep going.
Hey, a deck like yours, you can reach the bottom.
Trickster is good because I can play at instant speed. Chancellor of Annex has entered whatever. That's fine. I don't care about that.
Basically,
Fuck your Chancellor of Annex. It's over.
basically got the top.
Nice Chancellor of Annex. No, I will not pay for it. I will not do that. This is my territory. Thank you very much. Thoughtseize. That blows. Yes.
But he sees you up 2.
And they lose some life. Yeah, but like, there goes one piece of my disruption. Hello there! Hello. Okay, so... I'm gonna play... I'll play a Cozy. Because I don't think they can combo off next turn. Or does anyone think I should hold up Relic? Like, I don't know, they could easily have Artifact Destruction.
You should put Relic into play.
Be safe. Safe it is. And I could also pitch the Cozy Strixter with Force of Will. Well, let's activate Relic right now. You are not safe ever. They scooped. The relics, people. The relics. All right. It's easy enough on the play. Now we have to... Now, this is where the game really begins. It begins on the draw, people. Chat, it begins on the draw. We're playing for 4-1 here. With what looks like modern Merfolk, for the most part. I sort of want to put a fucking Boomerang in my deck. I want to put Boomerang. It seems like such good insurance, just in case, like, I don't have anything.
You can go 62
Miser,
cards.
Boomerang could be good.
You can go 62 cards if you want.
I have nothing else to take out.
No,
It could be better than some Spell Pierces.
You don't have to take out anything.
Okay, whatever. Just run it back. Boomerang seems good. It seems good.
Forces. We got a force.
Our
Cavern.
Pummeling. Okay, we'll keep. I'm not in love with this hand. It's only one piece of interaction. They kept at 6. Okay, there goes our Force of Will. Entomb. Search your library for a card. So do we counter this? Because I think it's...
Might as well.
It's hard to tell. Like, if they have one card or another... Yeah. Because, like, I don't know the theory. Oh! Oh, that's enough! That's enough to just... Wow, what a game!
See,
Unbelievable!
That's why Legacy's stupid.
And that's the manabase.com Get Dunked On instant replay. Absolutely. We just counter Entomb and that's it. They scoop. I think that's the strategy. I think they're just trying to jam games and make it as fast as possible. That's their best way of like winning with their deck. So we counter Entomb. So Juan, theoretically, what is the best thing to do? You just counter in the Entomb. It's better. They have way more reanimates than Entomb effects. So basically, if I let that happen, I'd have a lot. Okay, that's actually a good point then. So if it's not balanced, then countering this will just leave him with a bunch of dead cards. And our hand was fine. Turn 1, Cozy's Trickster. Turn 2, Silvergill Adapt into Lord. This format is ridiculous. We go 4-1. Too bad we didn't go 5-0. Too bad. So close. Okay, everyone. So what do we say about Chalice of the Void in this format? What are we saying about True-Name Nemesis in this format? What do we say about Curse Catcher in this format? I say we scrap those damn things. We move in the other direction. Did any of our last second choices pay off? Not really. Actually, I see it probably would have been best to have Spell Pierce in our deck. Remember, like, originally the deck had Spell Pierce in the main. I was told there was a bunch of creatures in this format. And while we did play against some creature decks, it was actually mostly combo and control. And having Spell Pierce in the main, I think, would have paid off better. But by the look of it, I wouldn't have... looking at my deck, I probably would just put 2 Spell Pierces in place of Harbinger. You kind of got lucky dodging lands. Well, I'm prepared for lands. We got the back to basics. We have Boomerang. And whatever. If anyone has any more ideas of how to beat lands, I'm willing to just stack my sideboard for it. Completely stack my sideboard. Chalice on 1 there would have been good. I'm not thrilled with Chalice on 1 against Reanimator, because they have a lot of... Well, they have a lot of spells that just cost 2 or more. Exhume costs 2. And also it's an artifact. I mean, they can still blow it up. Yeah, we won turn. We won basically turns. Yeah, did we? Yeah, we did. We forced it. It's funny. They didn't even. I don't even think they needed to see us pitch the blue card. They saw our life total went down, and that was enough for them. The life total went down. They knew it was over. We're not paying for anything else. Chalice is too damn slow. Yes, Chalice is slow. Like, you take the turn to play Chalice, and they might even blow it up anyway with, like, Ancient Grudge or something like that. I'm not thrilled with Chalice in that matchup. I would rather play a creature. I'm not thrilled with Chalice in any matchup. Look, I went 4-1 without Chalice, because I think other cards in the sideboard... Instead of playing 4 Chalice, I have 4 Relics. Instead of playing 4 Chalice, I got... I don't know, Spell Pierce. Harbinger didn't do much in this league, but maybe we just didn't have the league for Harbinger. Some True-Name Nemesis would really help us versus Thalia decks. I would still go... I prefer to go an aggro route against the Thalia decks. Like, this might be best as Phantasmal Image. Copy Rejury, and then just tap everything down with our creatures and go aggro, or go over the top. I mean, I don't want to be too clunky. I could see 2 True-Name Nemesis being played in this deck, but I'm already playing, like, pretty heavy on the curve with Mirror Rejury. That's why I'm not playing with... I don't want to play with True-Name anymore. I don't want to play with True-Name anymore. I just don't. I don't like it. I'm tired of this card, this 3-1 creature, and then it's just way too slow. It's better as a blocker than an attacker. Yeah, Rejury was impressive. We tapped down lots of things. We tapped down the Grizzlebrand and the Emrakul. Although, to be honest, I think we only needed to tap down the Grizzlebrand and make sure our opponent didn't gain any life. We could have sacrificed, what was it, 5 or 6 permanents? We could do that. Never really tried Legacy. But anyway, I don't know, I don't want to say I'm onto something, but because I don't know what the right build will look like, but I'm totally open to dumping True-Name Nemesis, dumping Chalice of the Void in this format, and certainly dumping Curse Catcher and playing with the other cards. And I don't know, maybe there's a better card than Trickster. Although, hey, in that combo matchup, that Show and Tell matchup, Trickster did help us with our clock. And maybe it could help even more if we get it out on turn 1 more often. Alright, that is a beautiful... Null Rod would also help versus TES? That's possible. But I'm honestly more interested in beating lands. I'm not really interested in beating Storm. I think against Storm, Force... I mean, you could debate that it's not enough, but Force of Will and Spell Pierce, I'm hoping, is going to be... I really honestly just want to counter one or two things, and try to race them. But maybe Null Rud is worth some slots in this deck. Thassa's Oracle seems like your most questionable omission. Thassa's Oracle is only good with the combo. And I think it's possible. Like, I considered, like, you know, what if I just play the combo, instead of playing Force of Will, I play with Muddle the Mixture, and just play a or this could be Muddle the Mixture. Muddle the Mixture, how many of these shift cards do I need? I don't know. Take out Smuggler's Copter, just play with regular Merfolk, but then it's not very aggressive. Anyway, that's our stream for today. We're going to raid somebody, but for all those watching on the replay on YouTube, let me know what you think about the Legacy content. If you made it to the end, you let me know in the comments section below. So we're going to thank all my patrons supporting me on Patreon. We're also going to thank all the subscribers subscribed on Twitch. We're also going to thank our sponsors, themanabase.com and Mana Traders. This has been Nikachu with his brother, killing it with Merfolk and Legacy.